see Stephon Diggs. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Bills and the Cardinals on Thursday night primetime.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe that we've got a win in store. As over the Buffalo Bills taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go right back to Singletary. Stays on his feet. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Brought down by Ed Oliver. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball.
Singletary loses it, and he's got this down to the 35.
Wow, that ball is not through, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Singletary trying the left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Murray going to fire one out wide. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Bills first down.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got room past the 30. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Ooh, the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Singletary again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now open left side as well. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Bills touchdown. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cardinal offense takes back over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there on a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right point to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on touchdown?
Gabriel Davis.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half from Murray.
That's complete to McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. and at least way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play, tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Murray going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's Allen to throw it.
That's complete to Davis.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A give up the middle to Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Gabe Davis and the Bills offense set to get back to work.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the middle with Cook. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Allen now on 3rd and goal.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And pass complete to Moore.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10.
Murray now.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Singletary here running out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A tackle made by Dorian Williams. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now Allen. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Bills.
On 1st down, Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And again, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 18. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some